Under intense pressure to allow UN inspectors in, the Syrian government is finally relenting tonight. The team of experts will be allowed to visit the site of an alleged chemical weapons attack. Still, 5 days after the strike, the evidence may not be there. The deadly attack occurred in the eastern suburbs of Damascus. The area is under control of the opposition, and rebel forces say they will guarantee access and provide protection to the United Nations team as it searches for the truth. Brian Mooar has our top story, and a reminder, some of the images in his story are disturbing.
Syria has nothing to hide. That's the story on state TV, as the Assad regime today granted UN inspectors permission to tour the site of last week's suspected chemical weapons attack. The government gave in after 5 days of mounting pressure, but the attack site has been mercilessly shelled in what appears to be a brute force cover-up.
The fact is that much of the evidence could have been destroyed by that artillery bombardment. Other evidence could have become degraded over the last few days, and other evidence could have been tampered with.
The government has already presented what it claims is proof the chemical attack was launched by rebels. The United States says there's very little doubt the Syrian government was behind the attack. President Obama has ordered the Pentagon to draw up plans for a possible military strike.
President Obama has asked the Defense Department to prepare options for all contingencies.
It was 1 year ago this week the American president declared the use of chemical weapons a red line.
The use of chemical weapons is and would be totally unacceptable.
Actions by the U.S. Navy suggest the time for talk may be over. 4 guided missile destroyers are now within striking distance. Iran's newly elected president is publicly decrying the use of chemical weapons. Iran and Russia, 2 staunch allies of Syria, are warning the U.S. that unilateral action could have dire consequences. U.S. lawmakers, meanwhile, don't want to see American boots on Syrian soil.
I think we will respond in a surgical way.
The president faces political pressure to do something.
Something that gets their attention, that causes them to understand that we are not going to put up with this kind of activity.
Obama, we need your help.
As demonstrators rallied outside the White House, Syrians continue their fight for survival, holding on until the world decides it's finally time to step in. Brian Mooar, Global News, Washington.